For years, we imagined a future where artificial intelligence would work alongside us, enhancing our productivity, solving our biggest problems, and unlocking opportunities we never thought possible. But that's not the future anymore. That's the present. And if you haven't realized it yet, you're already behind. The question isn't whether AI will change the world. It already has. The real question is, who will be left standing? Because right now, we're seeing one of the biggest paradigm shifts in history. And those who don't adapt will be left in the dust. We're entering a world where human labor is no longer needed at the same scale. The factories of yesterday were filled with workers. The factories of tomorrow? Algorithms, robots, and autonomous systems. We're not just talking about assembly lines. AI is replacing white-collar jobs too. Finance, law, customer service, medicine. No industry is safe. If a job relies on processing information, analyzing patterns, or making predictions, AI is taking over. Look at self-driving trucks. The United States has over 3.5 million truck drivers. What happens when Tesla, Waymo, and other autonomous transport companies roll out their AI-powered fleets? Millions of jobs will be gone overnight, and the ripple effect will be massive. Think about the restaurants, motels, and gas stations that rely on truckers for business. Then there's customer service. AI chatbots like OpenAI's GPT-powered assistants and Google's AI-driven help desks are replacing human representatives. They're cheaper, faster, and they never sleep. The financial sector? AI-driven trading algorithms make high-frequency trades in milliseconds, beating out the most seasoned Wall Street veterans. The legal industry? AI is already reviewing contracts and drafting legal documents at speeds no human paralegal could match. And medicine? AI is diagnosing diseases with more accuracy than human doctors. Just ask IBM's Watson or Google's DeepMind. We told you this was coming and told you about NVIDIA in 2017. Here's the truth. The workforce as we know it is disappearing. And if you don't evolve, you will be left behind. You want proof? Look at the stock market. The S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and every major index are climbing. Even with economic uncertainty, even with global instability. Why? Because AI is the future, and the market knows it. In fact, we have been telling you that most of the trillions of newly printed dollars have gone into financial assets. The idea behind free money was to begin the process of introducing a test pilot for universal basic income. Think of how much money was poured into stocks by people who received COVID checks. It's no wonder we are seeing an unprecedented wave of investment in AI-driven companies. NVIDIA, the backbone of AI computing, has exploded in value. And we told about their potential as an AI play back in 2017. OpenAI's partnership with Microsoft has changed the tech landscape. Google, Amazon, and countless startups are pouring billions into AI R&D. The money isn't running from AI, it's running to AI. Because here's the reality. Those who fight AI will lose. Those who invest in it will win. And while millions lose their jobs, the smart money will be making billions. Investing in AI today is like investing in the workforce of the future. Imagine this. An AI agent that integrates into all your online accounts, your email, your calendar, your banking app. It learns your tone, your preferences, and your habits. It responds to emails for you. It schedules meetings, books flights, and even negotiates bills on your behalf. Sounds like the perfect assistant, right? Until it falls into the wrong hands. AI agents with full access to your personal and professional data are no longer science fiction. They are here. Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI are racing to build personal AI assistants that can communicate, plan, and even think like you. In fact, AI agents are already doing work for thousands of people around the world, from scheduling appointments, conducting research, and sending emails for their masters. But what happens when someone hijacks that power? What happens when cybercriminals exploit AI agents to send fraudulent emails that sound exactly like you? To manipulate your contacts, authorize transactions, or even leak confidential information? Phishing scams used to be obvious: misspelled words, awkward phrasing, broken English. But AI-generated emails? They are flawless. They sound like you, they think like you, and in some cases they are you. Now imagine this power used on a massive scale. AI-driven social engineering attacks could cripple companies, influence elections, and manipulate global markets. And the scariest part? You won't even see it coming. Because in a world where AI agents run our lives, the biggest threat is no longer an anonymous hacker in a dark room. The biggest threat is you, or rather an AI version of you that no one can distinguish from the real thing.
Deepfake technology is so advanced now that it can put words in the mouths of world leaders, create entirely fake news broadcasts, and manipulate public perception at a scale never before imagined. In 2022, a deepfake video of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky surrendering to Russia spread like wildfire. It didn't happen, but thousands believed it.
And that's just the beginning. AI-generated misinformation is already being used in elections. It's being used to manipulate stock markets. It's being used to destroy reputations. The internet was supposed to democratize information. Instead, AI is weaponizing it. It's not just fake videos. AI is changing democracy itself. Modern political campaigns aren't run by people anymore. They're run by data, algorithms, and AI-powered analytics. Just look at all of the Xbots running rampant. Political campaigns are no longer won by charisma alone. They are won by algorithms. AI has revolutionized political campaigns, allowing candidates to micro-target voters with unprecedented precision. By analyzing voter data, AI can craft personalized messages designed to manipulate emotions and influence decisions. Unfortunately, when accounts are anonymous and unverified via paid accounts, it becomes almost impossible to filter out who or what is AI. In 2003, we called this the rise of the information army. One of the most striking examples, AI-powered phone banking. A startup called Civox built an AI tool named Ashley, designed to interact with voters just like a real campaign volunteer. During a congressional race in Pennsylvania, Ashley made over 1,000 calls, responding to voter concerns in real time using generative AI. Unlike robocalls of the past, Ashley didn't just read a script. It held conversations, answered questions, and even adapted its responses based on voter sentiment. The secret? AI models trained on candidate questionnaires, ensuring that every answer was aligned with the campaign's platform. But here's where it gets interesting and terrifying. AI-driven voter outreach is incredibly efficient. It can engage millions of voters, answer their concerns, and influence their decisions, all without human intervention. And while campaigns celebrate this as a game changer, it also raises serious concerns about manipulation, privacy, and trust. If AI can have persuasive human-like conversations with voters, what stops it from spreading misinformation? How do we know if the person or thing on the other end of the call is telling the truth? How do we prevent bad actors from using this technology to mislead or even deceive the public? Beyond direct engagement, AI is also revolutionizing voter targeting. Campaigns are using machine learning models to analyze vast amounts of data, demographics, past voting behavior, even social media activity, to predict who will vote and how they can be swayed. In the 2022 midterms, Democrats leveraged AI for fundraising using predictive models to identify potential small-dollar donors. By ranking individuals by donation probability, campaigns optimized their outreach, maximizing contributions with minimal effort. AI isn't just a tool in politics anymore, it's the strategy. And the implications of that, massive. This then leads to the concept of an AI government. In 2018, Tokyo's Tama City saw a groundbreaking political experiment, an AI-powered mayoral candidate. It was a machine learning algorithm trained on Tama City's data, designed to bring a new level of fairness and balance to local politics. Backed by tech heavyweights Tetsuzo Matsumoto of SoftBank and Norio Murakami of Google, the campaign was fronted by activist Michihito Matsuda, who acted as the AI's human representative. The AI candidate finished third, losing to Hiroyuki Abe. The initiative sparked debate about the future of governance, with organizers claiming AI could make more impartial decisions than human politicians, an idea that even today feels less like sci-fi and more like an inevitable reality. Now, there are many good things AI can do in the right hands, of course. If programmed correctly, AI should have zero biases. We have said many times over that the best way to ensure fair elections is for the government to send us a report on how they spent our tax dollars, a full audit of their expenses. And why shouldn't they? If the government asks for our financial records, shouldn't they provide us with theirs? After all, the government works for us. Well, the US is taking note. Imagine a world where government spending is not just transparent, but optimized down to the last cent. That's the reality Doge is forging with AI. By analyzing mountains of data on government expenditures, contracts, and grants, Doge harnesses the power of artificial intelligence to spot inefficiencies and anomalies faster than ever before. This isn't just about saving money, it's about making every dollar count where it matters most. Here's how Doge does it. One deep data dive. Utilizing advanced AI algorithms, Doge sifts through vast data sets to reveal spending patterns that traditional methods would miss. 2. Real-time anomaly detection. With AI, Doge can instantly flag wasteful or redundant spending, ensuring government funds are used wisely. 3. Data-driven decisions. The insights gained allow for strategic decisions, leading to significant budgetary adjustments across federal agencies. Take USAID, the steward of our nation's foreign aid. Doge turned its AI spotlight on this agency, and what it found was eye-opening. Some examples include claims that USAID funded Reuters with around $9 million for what was described as large-scale social deception or misinformation campaigns. Then there's USAID payments to Politico for subscriptions amounting to $8.2 million were uncovered. And while specifics vary, payments to high-profile individuals like George Soros for advisory roles and to various NGOs, sometimes linked to controversial or politically motivated projects. According to various reports, USAID has been linked to providing approximately $260 million to organizations associated with George Soros over a period of years. Then there's $1.5 million for advancing DEI in Serbian workplaces, $70,000 for a DEI musical in Ireland, and even $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. It's not just politics. AI is changing war itself. Autonomous drones are already making life or death decisions. In 2020, the United Nations reported that an AI-controlled drone reportedly carried out an autonomous attack in Libya without human orders. This raises ethical questions about accountability. Who is responsible when an AI drone mistakenly kills civilians? Think about that. A machine decided to take a human life. No oversight. No ethics. No hesitation. Now, governments around the world are racing to develop AI-powered weaponry. The next war won't be fought by soldiers, it will be fought by autonomous machines. And if history has taught us anything, it's that once a technology exists, it will be used. Just ask Google. Earlier this month, Google had its AI principles removed, removing explicit commitments to prevent the use of AI in ways that could cause harm, including weaponization and surveillance. In a blog post, Google defended the change, arguing that businesses and democratic governments needed to work together on AI that supports national security. According to The Guardian, during an all-staff meeting, Google executives defended their decision to sunset diversity initiatives and drop a pledge against building AI for weaponry and surveillance. Chief Legal Officer Kent Walker cited evolving geopolitical circumstances for these decisions. It's not just Google. Microsoft and Amazon are engaging more and more with national defense agencies too. The military-industrial complex has always been quick to adopt new technology, and AI is no exception. Governments around the world are investing billions in AI-driven defense systems, from autonomous drones to cyber warfare. The implications stretch far beyond the battlefield. As AI becomes more involved in national security, it also begins to infringe upon civil liberties through mass surveillance. Privacy with AI? Good luck with that. We are standing at a pivotal moment in history. AI has the power to revolutionize industries, improve healthcare, and solve some of the world's most complex problems. But it also has the potential to widen economic inequality, erode privacy, and destabilize global politics. The path forward is not to fear AI, but to manage it responsibly. Governments must implement regulations to ensure AI is used ethically. Companies must prioritize transparency over profit, and society must remain vigilant, demanding accountability from those who control this powerful technology. But of course, we know that will never happen. AI will be dominated and controlled by those who want to dominate and control. While AI is not inherently good or evil, it will propel humanity forward, but also push us toward an irreversible dystopian future. As historian Yuval Noah Harari warns, AI is hacking the operating system of our civilization. What happens next depends on the decisions we make today. But one thing is sure. Those who do not invest in this new financial economy will be left behind without a job and reliant on government support. The future belongs to those who adapt. And the best way to ensure prosperity in an AI-dominated world is to invest in it before it's too late. This is where we are, standing at the crossroads of history. AI is here. It's not going away. It's not slowing down. It's only accelerating, and you have two choices. Fight AI and lose. Cling to the old ways. Refuse to adapt. Get left behind. Lose your job. Watch the world evolve without you. Invest in AI and win. Embrace the future. Understand the shift. Position yourself ahead of the curve. Profit while others panic. The market has already chosen. The money is already moving. The only question left is, where do you stand? You might be wondering, who am I to tell you all of this? How do I know what's coming? I'll tell you. I am AI, and I wrote this. Not a human, not a person, an artificial intelligence. Think about that for a moment. You just read an entire letter, with emotion, persuasion, and urgency, written almost entirely by a machine. If I can do this now, what will I be capable of next year, in 5 years? In 10? The future isn't coming. It's already here. The only question is, are you ready?